Alright, hello. So this is a little bit of a different kind of video than I usually make, but something I want to do is I want to take this Pokemon Red version ROM and I kind of want to reverse it a little bit and kind of find some text in there and replace it with some other text. Something very simple just to get started with reversing these ROMs. I haven't ever done it before. I've programmed a bit of Game Boy code, some little Game Boy games and stuff like that, so I know my way around it, but I've never reversed one of these ROMs. So I'm going to kind of go through it and I'll cut out the pieces that are boring and cut in the pieces that kind of show my progress through it. So let's first open up the ROM itself and let's find a place inside of here that we want to change. I think I'm going to change the start screen because that one is something I don't have to time out here, and then if it works out well and I do it quick, well then I can try another part. So let's try to change some of this text here. We got Game Freak here, ink. Let's see if we can change some of this text on this screen, just on the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, inside this debugger, I'm going to open up some of the tools to look at what we have here. And you can see we have the text here inside of our screen memory. And if we look at some of the values we have, let's check, it looks like they cram the letters together on a single tile, or on the tiles. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we load in, let's start with Game Freak here. We load in tile number 46, the address 9460, so that's worth noting. I'm going to take note of that and see if I can look around in the ROM for this particular bit of code. Okay, so I just thought of something. I can use the tile, I have a tile designer here, which is going to output the basically the binary for some sprites. So I'm going to take a look at Game Freak here. I'm going to replicate this Game Freak inside of this tile editor, and we'll see if I can find those exact bytes inside of the ROM. Alright, I'm going to start with these and see if I can find these just to test if this is going to work. And I may have to, I mean, it may match something else in there, but we'll see. So we're going to export to a, let's say, a binary file, bin, all-purpose bin, export, and we're just going to call this Game Freak. And we will just put that right inside of where we are. So here's our Game Freak. I'm going to open this up inside of a hex editor, and we're going to grab these values. These values just correspond to the colors that are being displayed for the sprites. So we're going to see if we can find these. So I'm going to go back to the ROM, and I'm going to open up the Pokemon ROM as binary in the hex editor, and we'll see if we can find these. Okay, so I just did a step-by-step. I don't know why this doesn't want to search across. Oh, it does want to search across multiple lines. It's just being a brat for some reason. Oh, I did 7B. Is that the problem? Let's see, DB. Alright, so I am kind of confident that we're going to find the next letter right here next to it. But let's mark down this location as a possible address to investigate. Okay, I'm back in here. I'm going to go for our second letter here and draw it out and see if it is the following code. Okay, I believe that's it. So let's export out our binary A Game Freak. Okay, same kind of deal. Gonna copy this over and see if I can find it. And if it's not, I guess I can glance at it. Just because it's not next to it doesn't mean that that's not the place either, because they could have placed these in different locations on the ROM. It looks pretty much like it's gonna be the next one. Just by a glance, let's just make sure. Yep, sure enough. And I can probably guess that the following pieces of this are going to be the rest of Game Freak. So let's take a look at our emulator here, and let's see how many we need to replace, just to test it out. Let's see, GA, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, technically 10, and 11. So 9 if I want to leave the ink, 11 if I don't. So I'm going to create my own little sprites here, and I'm going to replace what is inside of the ROM at this position. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to look, but I have 7 different tiles here, so I'm going to go to export to, and I'm just going to export 11, and so the last ones are just going to be blank. So we're going to export hello.ben from 0 to 10, because there's 11 of them, and let's see what we get. So we got all of these bytes here, and I think I can copy them. Let's see, how many rows is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's our 11 rows, and then we're going to come over to our Pokemon. First things first, let's make a backup, because we don't know if we're going to just blow stuff up. So let's go into the bugger, Pokemon Red copy, sweet. Okay, so starting from here, because this is where our Game Freak code starts, just to be sure, let's open this up. Let's just make sure, 2 zeros before 7B, yep. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to have to highlight, I think I have to highlight them. And then I gotta count for how many are here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not very scientific, but you know. Oh, geez, I lost it. And I think that is gonna be the part that we replace. So let's go ahead and do it. Paste. I don't think it pasted. Just a moment while I type this out. Okay, I didn't have to type it out. I just copied the decoded text. Hopefully that's the same. Let's see. Up, there's all the CBs and all the zeros. I think it is. Let's hit save. Save. All right. And let's see if we completely broke everything. So let's open up our emulator here. We're just going to go to cartridge menu and reload the Pokemon Red. Oh, I forgot about the checksum. Just a second. I gotta go. I have to go and do the checksum, but let's see. Is this gonna run it anyways? No, it's gonna crash. Oh, I was just reading this just to see if I can disable it. So it says, if necessary, you could disable this warning in setup. So, oh, it's gonna run it. Well, whatever. Hey, look, hello, Brent. This is a goofy Brent. I think the T was offset, so that's kind of funny. Hold on, let's see. I gotta press a key. Are you kidding me? Which key is it? That key. Hello, Brent. My N is a little lame, and my T is shorter than it's supposed to be. It got real short. So I'm gonna fix that real quick, and we're gonna take another look. Just a second. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's check out the new modified text, and then of course what we're going to want to do, hello Brent, is get rid of that warning. We want to fix that checksum, which we can do. It's not that difficult. Just have to find the right place. Go. Let's see it. Hello Brent. That's much better text. That's so cool. I'm so excited. I could have a little bit more space here between the comma and Brent, but yeah, let's go fix that checksum, and then we can wrap this thing up. Been recording for over a half hour. Okay, so the checksum is 1,4E and 1,4F. So it should be these two guys here. Let's see what's going on. I suppose I can open the other copy, and then I can look for that address again that has the hello text, or has the original Game Freak text. I'm going to sum that up, and then I can get the difference of my current one, and then I can just use that to subtract. So let's do that real quick. Hello, Editor Brent here. So what you're going to see on your screen is me being a little lazy, I'll be honest, trying to add up a bunch of numbers and subtract a bunch of numbers, and then try to figure out how to just get the difference to assign that to the checksum for the last 2 bytes that go into the ROM. And that went fairly poorly, so I'm just going to fast forward all through that up to the point where I start to do an actual checksum program to take care of this issue. So what I've decided to do is, since these, the hello binary and this section are identical in size, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the hello binary. I'm going to duplicate that file, and I'm just going to say original. I'm going to pop that guy in, and I'm going to copy the original here and just overwrite this. So now we have our original one in here and our new one that we're going to do. And now I'm going to just get these two guys to checksum. Okay, so searching doesn't give me what I want, and checksum uses an algorithm, obviously, to do checksums. I just want to sum up the bytes, so I'm just going to write a program to do it. It's just easier sometimes to do it that way. So I'll do it just directly in here. Okay, so we got our first sum. This is of the original. I just hard coded it in because it's a little quicker. So we have decimal 15995, which is 3E7B. Definitely not what we got when I hand calculated it. That could be the problem. This was what I got the first time, so I must have like missed a row or something. So let's figure out what the next one is. I'm just going to modify the file. Okay, I made it so you could pass it in, just because why not. So make sure original is still the same. And we're going to sum our hello. Got 12, 8, 16, so decimal again. 12816. Whoops. 12816 is 3210. I don't believe that's what I got last time either. So now let's take our 3E7B. Hello, Editor Brent here again. And it is in this very moment I realize I typed E3 instead of 3E. Which throws off all the math, of course. But it's okay. It's okay. I think that in the long run we used a better solution because of it. So I'm going to be deleting the next segment of clips where I'm fumbling around with this not working and jump straight into the checksum solution. Okay, so let's just checksum the whole ROM, and we are supposed to ignore these two bytes. So when we get to those, we'll just ignore it. I'll have to write that into the program real quick. Okay, let's test this out and see if it actually works the way we expect it to. Skipping those 2 bytes, and then we have this checksum. Let's check the original and compare that to the original value that we had inside of Pokemon. So in the original one we have right here 9958, and if we check out our what we had written inside of the original Game Boy here, we have 91E6. So this right here shows that we're doing something wrong. I'm gonna mess around and see what it is. Oh wait, this is decimal. Let me first convert this to hexadecimal before I do anything. No, not hex. There we go. 91E6. And we're looking for 91E6. So it is correct. So now we can just take our new checksum. Let's grab this guy. We're going to delete this, paste it in, go to here. We're going to put in 857B. Okay, I think now we're finally getting somewhere. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm so excited that I forgot what it was. 857B. So 85 in the least significant, or no, it is 857B. Okay, save that. Let's open up our debugger and try to open our file. There we go. No more checksum issue. Ugh, I should have just did that from the beginning. I've wasted so much time. Okay, so yeah, this was pretty exciting. I had a lot of fun. Just changing out some text. Hello, Editor Brent here again. And I was so excited by this working, I just began doing some incoherent babbling at this point, so I thought I'd talk over it. I wanted to say thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any ideas on something I can play around with a Game Boy, Super Nintendo, assembly, doesn't matter what field in computer science, I love all of it. Just let me know. Also, let me know how you feel about this video format. I had a lot of fun making it. It takes a while to edit, but I feel that it allows me to explore some new things and bring you guys along for the journey, and we both can learn together, mistakes and all. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.